Hello, my dear Leo, and welcome. I'm so excited for this particular reading because we are moving into the new year. So this is very much going to be focused on how we're moving into that new stage, that new era. We also just had the Age of Aquarius dawn on us. We also had that conjunction with Jupiter and Saturn that was such a beautiful transit. So there's going to be quite a bit coming up, or at least it has been for the other signs, as far as release work and shadow work, and really going into what we're releasing and letting go of for leaving in 2020, really. So let's dive into the center of your reading, and we have rest. Okay, so you're going to be really embracing this nurturing energy of the soul. And of course, you know, we have this 2020 and all of the mishaps that have happened that have kept us in a resting state. And you may be thinking, you know, I don't want any more of that. Or, you know, some of you may just be feeling very drained, physically, spiritually, emotionally, as many of us are, right? So an interesting new perspective is coming around rest, and a lot of the other signs have been feeling it as well. Sorry, my phone went off. Where we're renovating what rest really means, right? We can utilize this as a little 20-minute power nap, you know, and then we get up stronger and we progress farther because we took that rest. So we'll see how it progresses with the other positions as well. So first and foremost, we'll go over what that cycle looks like. We have the past here, your mindset, the spirit messages from the other realms, and then your forward action over there. So let's begin in the past, and you have decisions to make. Beautiful. And I love how many characters there are in this card, because it takes more than one parent to raise a village. It takes, you know, more than one opinion to make something concrete. So taking other people's opinions into consideration and moving forward with that. So we'll come back to that. Then we have usable energy of the thunder, and I love this because there's so much power there. Again, usable energy. My dog is here. She has been causing all the ruckus upstairs that you've been hearing. So we have this rest here, and then we are transforming that energy into usable energy and power that propels us forward. So very interesting, very awesome repeat message there. And your message from the spirit realm is fire. You're going to be feeling passionate. You're going to be feeling like you are, you know, this is a little bit of a dark image where there's a person inside the fire, but it's not to say that they are burning up. It's to say that they are exploding with passion. They are radiating literal heat. You know, they're radiating this power within them. So you are going to find how to create your own energy. I love how there's fire here and fire here. So that's you, Leo. You are a fire sign, and you're going to be seeing yourself in this new powerful light. And your future outcome here and how you're moving into the future has everything to do with this divine rhythm. And not to say like divine timing, though it may be playing a part here. I'm feeling this is more of an internal clock, like again, this rhythm, you know, I rest and then I get up and then I make my decisions and then I feel the passion and then I rest again. And it's this moving through the cycle in a way that feels fitting for you, that feels energizing, right? So treating yourself like a rechargeable battery and expressing what that truly means to have a rest. And, you know, this is why in the Industrial Revolution, we have lunch breaks and, you know, we're redefining what it means to have a full day's work and what that fulfillment is really like. So I feel that that might be coming up for you as well as we move along. Now we have the Lenormand here, and it's just read like a sentence. We have the woman looking backwards. We have the moon here, which is about intuition and cycles. We have a full moon going on right now in Cancer. And then we have the key here, which in the tarot and the oracle is always about answers, about truth, about being able to see past illusions, being able to trust your own light. And now we have the birds upside down, so communication, something going on with communication. and then we have a mountain. So it's a bit of a challenge. It's been a challenge, but again, it's like going up the peak and then down the slide, and then up the peak and down the slide, right? So again, with that rhythm, the rest, and really looking back on how far you've come. You know, you may be on this peak here and you're just looking farther and farther up at how far you have to go, but this in itself is its own mountain. So it's really important to look back on how far you've come and really pay homage to that. So let's dive deeper here, and we'll go into what it is that you are releasing, because we have maybe a nostalgic energy here. There's a little bit of a need to trust yourself. There's a little bit of a need here to communicate your wants, your desires. So I feel like everything in this reading so far has been very much about your personal energy, about your stamina. So let's take a look here at what you're releasing, or what has been, you know, suppressed up until this point. And we have embrace oneness with the universe. And there's like this barefoot here running through a field of flowers that are kind of closed up, right? And we have a little bit of this landscape that's a little bit barren, but there's definitely life embracing here. And so it's stepping off of the beaten path. It's trusting yourself again to go in the way that the universe is calling you. So in 2021, this is really a theme, which is about the individual. This is about coming together as a collective consciousness, but also about finding the uniqueness that lives within all of us and that color that lives within us. And then we have here, honor yourself. Euphoria here. So a little bit of a Phantom of the Opera vibe, but there's a mask here. It's masculine, but overall, this is just looking at you kind of from a spirit guide perspective and just being like, you know, look back at how far you've come and really just see, again, with the mountain, you know, it's like you've made it to this top peak, and yet you have a far way to go. But instead of looking at it just as how far you have to go, it's about looking at the cup half full type of energy there. And I really love here at the bottom of this deck, we have rites of passage. And this is the red road, and it turns into the blue road once the soul leaves the body, which is up on this hillside here. So again, this climbing of the mountain, and this is like the spirit guide saying, you know, the end result is that you die, you know, not to be dark or heavy or, you know, have any negative energy, but it's more just the point of the journey is to enjoy your time. The point of moving forward is to have a good time. That's how I'm feeling. You know, there's this reflection of self. There's a little bit of harshness when you're looking upon yourself, perhaps around the decisions that you've made in the past, and, you know, feeling that passion, that fire that has driven you, and then looking upon the challenges that you've seen so far and just really seeing some difficulty in, I think, judging yourself is coming through a little bit here as well, that nostalgic energy, looking back on the past. So let's go into your mindset. What is going on with this usable energy that you're really setting forward with your goals and your cognitive energy here? And it's a metamorphosis. So lots of winged creatures here. We have the flamingos, and then we have some butterflies here. So again, there's just this beautiful color. And that's the energy I'm feeling with 2021, is we're just going to feel ignited, and that's pretty perfect and fitting there as well. Okay. The bottom of the deck here is a magic stream, again with winged creatures. This one is a water bird, so it's all about self-reflection here. Then we have this overflow with the waterfall, which is about overflow of emotion and having your cup full and what that really feels like. So again, looking at career, looking at home life, and just being like, where is this the best possible scenario? I mean, this is really a fruitful, beautiful card here that says magic is here. And we see a little bit of magic here, a little bit with, you know, this key here. So you're going to start trusting yourself and moving forward with this idea of success on the horizon. So let's move into your goals, your dreams. And Spirit says to have courage. Again, it's just about trusting yourself. This is huge. You've really been doubting, okay? And this is turbulent water, and no one is saying that it's going to be easier necessarily, but it is going to be easier for us to navigate because we have seen it already, right? So 2020 was one surprise after another. In 2021, the beings of Earth are just kind of like, bring it on. Like, we've seen, you know, this feeling of being at the worst it can get. We're feeling, you know, drained, and then we get restless, and then we have this spark, and then we fall again, and we judge ourselves. And so we're ready to just kind of take flight here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have solitude. So this may be a very personal, very private transformation for you. You don't need to, and you don't have the want to share with everyone. And that's going to be okay. And also your spirit guides are here to say that there's an intuitive knowing that's coming to the forefront here for you. So really trust you're being guided. Trust in, you know, all of these moons, the full moon, the water. We have a lot of water and a lot of moon here, which is that opposite of you, as you are a fire sign and you're wanting to move forward, you're wanting to take more steps, but you're just tired, and that's understandable. So let's move into what is going to be expressed from you. What is ready to be expressed? What is the new expression coming from Leo? Wow. A rebirth here. Look at all the fire. This is like a phoenix rising. No matter what happens, you can find new wings, rise from the past, accept the positive change that is coming. Beautiful. So again, this promise of a new change, this birth of a new dawn, you know, and with the transit that's happening, and astrologers are going crazy about, you know, the age of Aquarius, and then we have the Christians talking about the second coming, and then we have the new age spirituality people talking about, you know, the 5D dimension and, you know, heightened levels of understanding. And here you are, Leo, being like, it's time to go off the beaten path, to be talking about these types of things and seeing what the benefit is there. You know, the downside is there's challenges ahead. It's going to take some courage. There's going to be turbulence, but you're not alone. The universe is here to guide you. You have the key within you and within your intuition to do that, to move forward in whatever way that you see fit. And at the bottom here, we have integrity, another kind of dragon energy here. So very powerful energy. Drop the things that offend your soul. Embrace your truth. It's your life. Let no one live it for you. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so again, with multiple people being kind of in the multiple people in your sector, it's difficult sometimes to take that solitude path, the path of solitude. But if there's ever been a year that we are practicing that, it's been this last year, right? So we're asking what we're taking into 2021 and what we're leaving behind. So let's move into the momentum of what's driving you. We have the seer here, which is a little bit like the magician card, and also some high priestess energy here. So there's this aspect again of looking within, also of looking at your toolkit. Like, I love all the things that are hanging from her neck and, you know, her satchels and that. She has tools and she knows what to do with them. And that is it speaks multitudes. There we go. This usable energy, and then all the tools that you need to move forward. Okay, and what is guiding you towards your goals? Interesting. Who was it that just had this? It was Gemini. Also just got this card. This is about being backed into a corner before taking action. And it's a very interesting concept. It says insecurity here, but that is not the way that I would describe this card. The way that I see it is way more about kind of that mother bear energy. And the universe gives you little squirrels in the trees and rabbits in the burrows down below that are rustling and causing a ruckus and sounding like an elephant stomping through the woods, so that you rise up and say, like, get out of my way, I'm here to protect, right? So there's this aspect here of being given opportunities for passion to ignite within you. So be cautious of anger, be cautious of outbursts, be wary of energy that's not your own. I'm going to just pull a couple more here that we're standing straight up. Wow. So at the bottom of the deck here, the green woman, very, very similar to this seer energy. So again, there's magic in the air, there's magic in what you do. We have the star here, stars and moons, stars and moons. So we'll just place that here because these are just bonus cards. The Wanderer, so this beautiful number 0, this begin again type energy. So you're starting over, and a celebration. This is the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Bows in this deck. This is about dancing, celebration, sharing your ideas, sharing the celebration of you. Remember we talked about this mountain here and looking back on how far you've come and celebrating your wins. Okay. I like how those the colors match there. Okay, so let's dive into what is going to help you to better connect to your higher sources at this time. What is going to help Leo connect higher to their higher sources? Wow. Revolution, a more fiery card for you, Leo. Transformation, a radical change, give up the old to make way for the new, a quantum leap. Wow, you guys are really going to have a growth spurt. I love the idea of a quantum leap. I think that's just the best. So that goes here. So fire, 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 fire. There's fire here as well. So lots going on. Excuse me. And then we have the discipline here. And this is about self-mastery and finding the authority within you. It says exert authority, define. It's time to take the bull by the horns, create a strategy, and mobilize forces. Very beautiful repeat message there to say it's time to allow yourself to move mountains. It's time to master that part of you that knows what to do, that doesn't take no for an answer, and you're finding that power within you now. Okay, let's go into the aspects of you, the parts of you that are going to be moving forward and coming out during this time. What parts of Leo, what aspects of self are coming forward to aid Leo through this transformation, through this new year, this new vision quest that we're all going on to? Wow. A balancing of emotion. So we have this being down here with her eyes looking down, with her face in her hands. And we have like this angel here that comes with a sword. And the swords in the tarot are always new ideas. And again, all these tools here, we have a pentagram. We have, you know, this hanging little heart here. There are tools at your disposal to transform energy. So I really like the similar energy here to that 7 of arrows, that 7 of swords that's over here, labeled insecurity. It's very similar there. Then we have the 5 of water, or the 5 of cups, and this is really like the wound is where the light gets in. This is a hopeful energy where you've been sort of looking down, you've been kind of feeling drained, you know, again with the energy depletion, it just hasn't really been a fun journey, 2020, and you're ready for this change. I mean, you really are. So let's check the bottom of the deck here. We have the Child. So a number 1, where here we have the number 0. So to me, this is a aspect of self that you are awakening an inner child within you that's excited, that's embracing this new dawn with a light in your eye that you might see inside of a child. You know, it's just a very beautiful, very bright, very open feeling of just being overwhelmed with love and caring and cuteness. Okay, let's see what animals are coming forward to help you here. What animals are coming forward to help Leo at this time? Okay, a transmutation. Another repeat message that you are letting go of things, and it's extremely important that you do. You have so many things that are not yours to carry. You have aspects of you that have to do with past relationships or past pains that's not serving you, and is creating more of this energy here that's like, I mean, it's just kind of upset with the old energy, and it's stagnant energy that, again, is just not serving you. So the universe is asking for you to bring out a little bit of aggressiveness here. Again, with decisions, there's multiple people involved. There's people to celebrate with. There's people that maybe should have celebrated with you, but weren't there for you at the end, or, you know, in that position. So the universe is here saying, awaken this little bit of an aggressive badger within you. That's like, if you don't want to be here for me, then fine. I might be better off without you. I'm going to go my own way. Because we do have that, the solitude, you know, that came forward before. Okay, so this is a journey that's yours, and there's nobody else around who can tell you where to go or what direction is best, you know, and you may have to dig your heels in a little bit to let them know that, you know, no means no, or that I don't want to deal with this now, or, you know, just different energies like that. And at the bottom of the deck here with the animals, we have boundaries. So a very, very powerful message here to toughen your skin, to repel that which no longer serves you, to feel a little bit less defeated, to feel a little bit more in tune with what's inside versus what is on the outer layer. Okay, so you have this inner knowing that's very much guiding you. You have the intuition here, the star comes forward there. Lots of water to really balance out a lot of this fire. I do feel like a lot of you are feeling this need for action, this need to move forward and press on. And the universe is here right in the center to be like, watch your rhythm. We call these here, where it said, you know, beat to your own drum. Don't try to rush things. Don't try to push too hard. It's time to really relax, especially when it comes to judging yourself. And then, you know, look into all of the reasons why, or all of the concept of being pushed to action, right? It's like being pushed into uncomfortable edges, backed up onto new walls before we ignite and say, no, enough is enough. I don't think so. You know, this is where the badger poops in the woods. I know the saying is where the bear poops, but the badgers even have a more aggressive spirit than the bears. The bears are there to just protect their young or to protect their food source, but the badgers are just like, everybody get out of the way. And that is going to aid you right now, because it's important for you to avoid more of this energy here, where it's just, I don't think I can, I don't really want to. And you can kind of see the similar feeling here, which is looking down, looking away. But here she's kind of in a praying stance, and she's like, maybe things will get better if I just flow and go with the flow. And this one is like, I just want to rest here. I'll get up stronger tomorrow. Just let me be here for a while, you know. So multiple energies to say the same conclusion, the same overall consensus. So you're going through this metamorphosis of how you see your energy and how you reflect upon your energy. It's going to take a little bit of reflection here and going within and doing some real deep work on your intuition and following your heart and following your own North Star. And yes, it's pertinent to want to celebrate with people. Yes, it's very you know, beneficial for us to take other people's opinions into account before we move forward. But the universe is saying to really trust yourself and take that first step, you know, step into the unknown, go into the global meditations, have courage to extend yourself and to propel yourself forward in a different way, in a new way. So we have all of this intuition guiding you forward. Again, I'm hearing shadow work, but we only call it shadow work because it's parts of ourselves that need looking at in order to move forward, and it's uncomfortable to do so. And it's also not something that most of the world is going to see, right? It's more of that solitude journey, solitary journey. There we go. But the reward is this passion, this fire, this aggression, saying I'm going to go for my goals. I'm not going to take no for an answer. I don't need to be backed up into a corner before I take flight. I want instead to speak my truth and to let it be known and to let the fire and the movement come from my passion. So as we're diving into some of this blue energy, it really reminds me of the indigo chakras, you know, the third eye and the crown, and opening those and what that feels like to see beyond, right? To see into sort of this water bowl here that we see again with the green woman at the bottom of the deck here. So a very, very predominant message of self-reflection. And it's not something to be worried about or scared of. It's just something new. It's just a new perspective on moving forward and how to utilize full moons, how to utilize opening the chakras in order to see new heights and to see new perspectives. You know, it reminds me a lot of the Akashic records, moving up and out of the body, having meditative journeys, seeing your soul contracts and your past lives and looking into the stars and seeing you. You know, it's like that reflection of the universe is a reflection of yourself. So it's very important, I think, for you to be pursuing things like that, whether it's the Akashic records or Reiki or crystal grids or, you know, cards in your own way, you know, animal messages, what have you. It's all having to do with the same expansion, because expansion, I feel, is massive for you. You're here to move mountains. You're here to light the fire within other beings as well. You are somewhat of a catalyst, and it may be time to search deeper into what makes you you, past lives, spirit guides included. And let me know if that Akashic Records course calls to you, because I am teaching that, and it's going for $221, which normally it's $444. So massive discount, it's about half off. We have an entire unit for past lives, an entire unit for healing, for guiding your clients through a transformation, and being able to teach the course yourself as well. So let me know, everything is going to be in the description box. I'm going to put all the details there. But more than anything, Leo, I think it's just time to trust yourself, to trust all of the different aspects of you that are coming forward, that are moving you into this next stage. The new year is going to be brighter. It's going to be more fulfilling. There's going to be more to celebrate, more new, accustomed, more, what am I trying to say? More experiences to celebrate, more colorful experiences that get you out of this sort of funk that you've been into. We have fire, we have courage, we have a rebirth celebration, and we have self-reflection. So overall, a very positive message here for you, Leo. I hope this has resonated. I do always appreciate your likes, comments, subscribes. Please do visit that description box. All of the details on how to get a hold of me, how to work with me one-on-one if you want to. Everything is there, including personal readings, which are also on sale for only $21. Everybody's like, you're going to be so busy. I can't believe you would, let it go for that price. But, it's just part of raising the vibration of the planet. I feel that it is so needed right now to move through these types of things, to get over these hurdles so that the new year can be more prosperous, so that we can feel more connected as people. So again, 2020 has this ferocious feel to it, this magical feel. And I am just so excited for you all to be experiencing it. Let me know in the comments how this resonates. If there's specific things that stood out to you, I'd love to hear about them, of course. I will see you all next week. I hope you have a wonderful new year. I will see you then. Bye.